Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrible General Health System's Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
All right, there's a little reminiscing going on in the commercials here. But anyway, I want to turn to Terry Breaux, great athlete and a little ahead of our time in the class of 78. But Terry, y'all were one of the first ones to get Coach Becker. We all heard of Coach Albert, and then you had John Keefe, and you had those, but then Coach Becker takes over. And I don't know if we were the first class, but maybe you could help me remember the ladders, the free throws. What was the practice like with Coach Becker?
Practices were very intense from the beginning to the end. He was a gentleman's gentleman, a player's coach, and just a phenomenal teacher and for the fundamentals in how to play the game of basketball.
Yeah. And you go through different coaches. You had a chance to play multiple sports. You saw a lot of different coaches. But what was it about his ability to just sort of remain calm through some situations? We called him Jolly Jack for a reason, didn't we?
Jolly Jack. That was everybody called him Jolly Jack. Yeah. I guess he was so easy and so comfortable in his ways that the way he taught us to play, the way he wanted us to play, and I think if we did that, even 80% of what he expected us to do, he was probably happy with that, and that he was probably felt a little satisfaction in the fact that what he taught us, we did it, and we did it, kind of the way he wanted us to.
He really got into the X's and O's, and he really got into the situations. And like Jimmy was saying, I don't think there was a time our whole senior year where we didn't get the ball inbounds. And a lot of people think that's easy, but when you play in St. James and Lutcher and all these Destran, it's not that easy.
No, we were always prepared. It didn't matter if they threw us a man-to-man press, a half-court press, full court trap press. It was just kind of fundamental and just kind of like a routine. Okay, we have to do this. And it was for one reason, because we were taught by the right guys. They taught us what to do and how to handle each situation.
Weren't you the first class, your class, I think, had Coach Becker as a teacher?
He was, when we got there at 8th grade, he came in and was our basketball coach and also a science teacher, that's correct.
Did you retain anything in that science class?
I didn't really have him at that point in time, but yeah, he was great. And like I told y'all this story earlier, and it was kind of like the first day of practice. We get there and we getting ready to do our little basketball warm-ups and stuff, but instead of having that, they had chairs, like free throw line, halfway between half court, like that on two sides of the gym. And he says, okay, guys, all of y'all can dribble? We're like, oh, yes, sir, we can dribble. Well, we're going to see in a minute. So he gives us a ball, and then we do our little things. And he said, it was pretty good. So then he says, let me just try it this way. And he pulls out this little bag, and he's got glasses that you strap around your head. Well, the tops are open, the bottoms are solid, so you can't look down while you're dribbling. Mm-hmm. He said, let's try it with these. And it was hilarious. We had balls, people, chairs scattered all around the gym at Vanderbilt. And when all that was done, we all looked, we were all like kind of in shock and in awe. And he says, okay, I just wanted to let y'all know, y'all can't really dribble, right, but we're going to teach you how to dribble.
And you also said something where he got in a ladder and proved to you that the basketball was what?
You can put two basketballs in the goal at the same time. And he said, y'all guys, y'all think y'all can shoot? And once again, we were like, oh yeah, coach, we can shoot. He said, well, let me show y'all this. And nobody believed it. Watch this. He climbs up, puts two balls in, and they fall through, and we once again in shock again. He says, well, once again, y'all think y'all can shoot, but y'all really can't. Because when you miss, that means two of them missed at the same time.
He was big on backspin. Did he make y'all lay on your back and keep flipping the ball up on top of you till you had it down?
Really didn't do that, but he was a real stickler on follow through. Same thing, like you know, about you don't shoot the ball, you follow through. The other thing, he was a big proponent or whatever of free throws. You do not miss free throws. And how many times we practice that, getting to the line, and he'd take that ball and say, this is an egg. This is an egg. You shoot it like you're putting an egg in a basket. You shoot it to the goal as soft as you can possibly get it there. You might hit the front of the rim, back of the rim, and you get those 3 bounces, but if you shoot it soft enough, it's a good chance it's going to go in.
Yeah. What are you going to remember most that he taught you through the sporting avenue?
Well, just to go a little further than just Coach Becker, I was fortunate to have Coach Albert, Coach Keith, and Coach Becker. Probably some of the better coaches in basketball in Terrebonne Parish. So they were just, they were father figures to all of us. And they really taught us the game of basketball. Y'all mentioned blocking out earlier. We blocked out. Free throws, it didn't matter. If somebody shot, you didn't look at the goal, you found the body to put yours in front of. Because we were outmanned a number of times and still competed in the game.
No doubt. And certainly, we're going to come back. We have Mike Bluan, who was on that class of 78 team. He's going to be joining us. And after that, we're going to have just a short round table with everybody once again to give some closing thoughts about Coach Jack Becker.